Hey, what is going on, y'all? It's your boy Rhino Man here. This is SBN Sports Bash Nation. Free agency is kicking off tomorrow, and Ryan Poles has already made some major moves. We re-signed Jalen Johnson, 4 years, $76 million, which is amazing. That's a lot less than I thought he would sign for. I was thinking more like 5 years, $100 million, but Ryan Poles does it again. I'm just hearing right now we also got Kevin Byard for 2 years, $15 million. So we got Eddie Jackson's replacement there, and that's less of a concern here for the draft. We also traded for Ryan Bates, so we gave up a 5th round pick, but that was somebody who was on Ryan Poles' radar already, so I think that he could be a huge piece for us. I don't know if he's necessarily the answer at center. He's definitely a depth piece, and that's something that we need. As free agency kicks off tomorrow, I think we add a few pieces. I think that we'll be looking to see guys like Daniel Hunter, Christian Wilkins. They might be a little too expensive, but I like the idea of the Bears picking up some studs on defense and focusing more on the offense in the draft. So now it's time for mock draft 5.0. As much as I'd rather trade the number 1 pick for a king's ransom, in this mock, the Bears do what everybody expects Ryan Poles to do. And we take Caleb Williams. I'm not completely sold that the Bears are not trading the pick, but it's a very real possibility. And if we're drafting a quarterback, it's got to be Caleb Williams. It all starts with the arm talent. He doesn't throw with quite the same velocity as like a Josh Allen or a Justin Herbert, but he can flick the ball like Dan Marino. He has that quick release. Combine that with pretty consistent accuracy across the board, and we got a scary passer on our hands. What really makes Williams' arm special is the way he can throw it in different angles, kind of like Mahomes. He has that rubber arm. Caleb Williams' upper half is incredibly flexible, and he generates a ton of torque seemingly out of nowhere. I've seen times where pass rushers coming out and he just flicks the ball 40 yards. Whether the pocket is cluttered or Caleb Williams is on the move, he's always able to get the ball out cleanly with the same kind of velocity and control he would get under normal circumstances. While I am seeing red flags steady popping up throughout this whole process with Caleb Williams, if we do decide to draft him, I support it 100%. Now with pick number 9, we take Odunze. It would be ideal to trade this pick back a few spots because we are shorter on draft picks, but in this mock, Odunze is surprisingly available here, so we jump on it. He absolutely killed it at the combine, unlike Caleb Williams and guys like Malik Neighbors put that work in. And he may have jumped Malik Neighbors as the number 2 receiver in this draft, but those reports of him going 4 or 5, I don't know. I think there's a good chance that Odunze could be there at number 9, and if he is, we're going to take him. Odunze, he's a big-bodied receiver. He specialized at winning the ball in the air. His contested catch ability is his calling card. 6'3", 215 pounds. He has both the length and the strength to outmuscle defensive backs for the ball with great consistency. I think he would be a perfect pair to match up with DJ Moore. And if Odunze is available at 9, especially if we're taking Caleb Williams at 1, it's a no-brainer. And of course, if we're going to draft Caleb Williams, then obviously Justin Fields is getting traded. And in this mock, Justin gets traded to the Falcons for 2nd and 4th round picks. So we add picks number 43 in the 2nd round and 108 in the 4th. And at pick 43, we take Zack Fraser, center, West Virginia. Fraser has a squatty, compact build with powerful hands, very good play strength, and high-level wrestling background that shows up on film with how well he manipulates leverage to his advantage. That allows him to halt movement on command before gaining control, generating movement and securing blocks to create alleys and lanes off his backside. He plays with that nastiness that you want in an offensive lineman, and we have really been missing a center. While I'm glad that we do have Ryan Bates, I don't think that he's our starting center. I think Ryan Bates is going to be more a utility role guy, and I think Zack Fraser has all-pro potential at the center position for us. And at pick number 75, we take Ricky Parasol, wide receiver, Florida. Here we get a slot receiver to pair with DJ Moore. Like I said, I've been following him for a while. He had an amazing combine. Ricky Parasol, he's a vertical slot receiver with speed and ball skills to be a weapon. He's on the skinnier side. He's about 6'1", 195 pounds, which is why Florida often deployed him from the slot and put him in motion. The Gators did their best to keep hands off of Parasol at the line of scrimmage, but as we've seen at the combine, Ricky Parasol is a world-class athlete. I think he would be a perfect slot receiver to match with DJ Moore and Odunze on the outside. If we could get Ricky Parasol along with Cole Kmet, I think that would give Caleb Williams the weapons he needs to succeed in his rookie year. At pick 108 in the 4th round, we take Makai Wngo, defensive tackle, LSU. Makai Wngo, he's an interesting prospect as a defensive tackle. He's a little bit undersized, but he has shown a blend of of strength and athleticism that shows that he might be able to thrive in the NFL. Sometimes size isn't everything. He's strong at the point of attack to hold his own as a run defender and has shown solid movement skills to grow as a pass rusher. Like I said, he does lack the size for the position and appears to have short arms. That's going to put a limit or a cap on his potential. That's why I think that he'd be a good pickup here in the 4th round. I think that he might have the skills to be a solid 3 technique in the NFL. And as we all know, 3 technique is the most important position in the Tampa 2 defense that Eberflus runs. And at pick number 109, we take Dominic Puny, offensive guard from Kansas. More depth on the offensive line. Dominic Puny, he was a 3-year starter at Kansas. He's a well-versed, skilled, powerful run blocker with the mobility and frame to arrive low on contact, with square power to create immediate displacement on angle drive, torque defenders off their spot with body and control, and grip to sustain, steer, and finish block. Dominic Puny is also a fluid mover on pulls, climbs, screens. He brings a physical demeanor with excellent effort to finish through the whistle. Dominic Puny is another guy that had a great Senior Bowl. I know originally when I started doing draft research, he was looking more like, maybe a 5th, 6th rounder. I think if we could get him here at 109, that would be an absolute steal. He might be gone as soon as the 3rd round in reality. And finally, at pick number 121, we take Muhammad Kamara, edge rusher, Colorado State. He's a guy that I have taken in a couple of my previous mocks. Muhammad Kamara could be a solid pass rusher in the NFL. He was highly productive over the last 3 years at Colorado State. He had 28 sacks while rushing from several different alignments. He has decent quickness and some nuance as a rusher and a relentless motor. Muhammad Kamara is a guy that when I saw that Colorado State Colorado game, he was just dominating. And I've really been keeping up and watching film. I think that he could be a solid rotation piece in this pass rush for the Bears. I'm hoping that we could get a guy like Danielle Hunter, some other guys in here. But if not, with guys like Muhammad Kamara, DeMarcus Walker, I think that our defense will be pretty set. So this is the mock draft 5.0. We do get some nice pieces. And if Caleb Williams turns out to be a stud, then we are all set. Now trading back and keeping Justin Fields is the better move in my opinion. This is a loaded draft and I think we should be looking to add as many picks as possible. So what do you guys think? Do you guys think the Bears are really going to draft Caleb Williams? Do you guys want to keep Justin Fields? I know I want to keep Justin Fields. Let me know in the comments. As always, y'all stay blessed and peace.